It's so brutally hot. I was gonna go out in a kayak, but it's like about 100 degrees, and I didn't want to be out in the, no shade, so I took a ride to one of my favorite spots out here near the reservoir, and going to see my favorite waterfall. It's been so dry lately, and I'll be surprised if there's any water. But I just came across a cool black bear track. Get it down here. iPhone 13 fucking Pro Max for scale. Yeah, you can see the claws into the mud. Pretty neat find. That's the only track I see though, which is kind of weird. It's so muddy right here. I see some deer hooves there. Anyway, for a while I was bringing some casting material with me because I found a really big black bear print back here a few years ago. And of course I don't have my casting stuff with me, so I just wanted to get a cool impression of a bear print. I haven't been down here in some time. Last time I was here, the water was so high everywhere, I couldn't get to any of my favorite spots. But now I'm able to walk along the shoreline. I mean, you can see how far the water has recessed in this past month. I've never actually walked the shoreline in this area. I want to see if I can, sometimes you find some cool shit washed up. And here we go, first find of the day. Old canteen. Looks like somebody shot it. Alright, that one I'm going to leave here. Normally I bring my cool finds home. My wife hates it, but this one's kind of cool, but not hitting the cool factor I'm looking for. Alright, not sure if you can see these circular impressions in the mud, but I was told one time that these are, obviously this was underwater recently, and these are little spawning areas for like sunnies and bluegill, crappies. They lay their eggs in these circular patterns, and I guess they make them somehow. Fuck, it's really hot. All right, found my first keeper. Nice lure, looks pretty new. I don't know. Taking this with me. But holy shit, I gotta find some shade right now. It's I just checked, it's 95 degrees. I'm not doing too well in this heat. Had a little episode yesterday that I don't want to repeat, so I'm just gonna find some shade right now. I brought plenty of water with me. Usually bring adult beverages on these hikes, but luckily today I brought just water. So I'm going to take a little break in the shade, probably right over here, get something to drink, see if I feel better. Well, I made it to my favorite waterfall here, but man, I was hoping to take a dip and cool off, but really fucking cool. This is why I come out looking for shit. Here we go. That to me looks like a giant tortoise, maybe snapping turtle shell. I'm gonna try and find some. This is really interesting. It's only been out of the water for 10 minutes, and I just rinsed all the mud off of it and set it down to dry. And look, all the leathery parts just peeled right off. This is really, really interesting. Well, I'm back to the bike. You know, we see the bike is there. I'm always happy that it is when I get back. Wow, it was way too hot to be hiking today, even in the shade. I just feel exhausted, and I brought a 1.5 liters of water, and it just wasn't enough. So I'm gonna head home, rehydrate, and then enjoy the rest of my afternoon with some adult beverages.